Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you one of my earliest builds. I only started playing Bloxburg in December 2023, so I am still learning and very much a noob. When I first started, I would build the most random things. In fact, I still have my starter home, which I added to and still use regularly to this day to play with my daughters, but I shall show you that on another video. I was tidying up my plot list and opened up this plot which I haven't visited in a long time. I looked around and realized it was kind of cute, but I laughed at the things I used to add in my early builds. Like, I would add literally everything. Everything. There really is no right way to do things in Bloxburg. You just have to dive in and give it a go. There really are no limits to imagination, and you don't have to be the best or most realistic builder either. I just have fun with it. Bloxburg is a game after all. Without further ado, I present to you BLOXBURG Greasy Spoon and Campsite. Established 1982. Check out this old advertisement I found for it in the archives in City Hall.
Are you tired of the rat race and the busy city? Perhaps you are looking for a family getaway to experience a slower pace of life. Nestled on the outskirts of the quiet town of Bloxburg, you'll find the family-friendly adventure that awaits. The BLOXBURG Greasy Spoon and Campsite has been running since the early 1980s. Here you will find the peace and quiet you crave. Enjoy a weekend away with your family and escape the chaos of Robloxia. BLOXBURG Greasy Spoon serves 100% full-fat cuisine, dripping in calories and grease, perfect for the kids. Bloxburg is surrounded by mountains and hills to explore, but if you're tired of that, you can settle down for a family movie at the outdoor movie theater. After a long day sightseeing in the idyllic town of Bloxburg, you don't have to worry about comfort. At night you can sit around the campfire, toast s'mores, and share campfire stories right here at the Greasy Spoon Bloxburg campsite. With state-of-the-art washroom facilities, there's everything you need for a cozy and restful night. The BLOXBURG Greasy Spoon is open 24 hours. We have used the same cooking oil since 1982 for that genuinely tasty goodness. There's hot dogs, burgers, fries, candy floss, cakes and coffee. We deep fry it all. Book today for your relaxing getaway at Greasy Spoon Campsite Bloxburg, frying since 1982.
Let's take a look around. When I opened up this plot today, I had totally forgotten all the things I had added. As you can see, I really enjoy the rust texture. I love the idea of old dilapidated buildings. This is a little barbecue section. The vision I had for this was like it was a greasy junk food stop, the kind that drivers would see on a long car ride and pull into for a quick bite to eat. I wanted it to look like it had been here for years, probably run by a family, and like it had never changed since it started. I made most of the decals myself and uploaded them into Roblox, but some were the free images. I just searched the phrase retro and some good ones popped up. I envisioned tired families eating food here while the kids played on the equipment. Is anyone else like me and always has to play on the equipment whenever you see it? Let me show you the public restrooms. Travelers need adequate bathrooms after those long trips. I hadn't mastered ceilings and floors at this point. See the green floor here? Oops. Oop, nature calls. Get out of here! Do you guys always wash your hands after using the toilet in Bloxburg? I literally have to. I just can't not. Even pixels need good hand hygiene. I'm going to show you my little staff quarters. I think this was the first basement I built after I got the Game Pass. I really love dingy and retro-looking places. Cheap, cheerful, and crowded. I was also going through my grime stage. I love that color in Bloxburg. It makes me think of old people's bathroom sets from the 1980s. When I built this place, I didn't have many plots, so when I did build something, I made sure I catered for every mood requirement extensively. You will notice I also added a bunch of skill building items. This is a little staff section for tired staff to take a break and have a sit down. Does anyone actually use the canning station? It would be good if the jams were usable in-game. I added the ladder to water the plants up top and also to put the decal there. I love these retro arcade machines. Let's check out the kitchen. This is where the magic happens. I made it super crowded and messy looking. You can almost imagine an ancient woman working here called Marge or Jan. A cigarette hanging out of her mouth and a hairnet haphazardly covering her hair in curlers. She would be super friendly and a diligent worker. Nobody knows how old Marge is. She has just always been here. Since the dawn of time. She is everybody's nan. I put the curtains there on purpose. It reminds me of those hazard worksheets we used to get in science where we had to spot the dangers. Curtains in kitchens were standard in the 80s. There's nothing like a greasy curtain dangerously wafting too close to hot cooking equipment or a stove. They really were great times. I'm so glad food doesn't go bad in Bloxburg. These food items have been here months. Let's go outside again. The smell of grease in here is too strong. I had decided to extend the Greasy Spoon Cafe to add a campsite because I realized tired motorists may want to stay the night. I imagined the plot to be in a hot and dusty place, hence why I added the cacti. I added the water sprinklers for BLOXBUGs, but I am pretty sure I got the wrong ones as I swear this type isn't actually watering the plants. Though I imagined hot guests relaxing to the sound of the water and the mist making the air cooler. Realizing guests needed to have fun too, I added a large screen outdoor cinema. I like the idea of mismatching seats and a group of people hanging out together watching a movie in the evening heat. Here's the projector at the back of the screen. From memory, it cost a lot. Let's take a look at the campsite. I made this long before the Bloxburg camping update and am yet to update this with the new items. I think the fireflies would look great here. I might change this fire for the new fire that we can cook bread and sausages on. Again, I have mismatched a lot of clashing patterns for the tents. I wanted it to look cozy and inexpensive, almost like you are camping in somebody's backyard. There are a bunch of mood items here too, and games and such. I haven't been camping in real life in years. Let me know in the comments if you have ever been camping. Come see the shower block. I think it's my favorite place. It is based on a shower block in a campsite I stayed at many years ago. There were large sinks for washing plastic camping cutlery right alongside showers and toilets for communal use. Kind of gross if you think about it. I somehow managed to build zero privacy into the toilet, but I think that was my own inexperience of building, rather than a purposeful decision. I spent so long on the detail and I loved my puddle of water that adding doors to the toilet was impossible without ruining the puddle. I decided to keep it like this and reckoned it was plausible in a quirky campsite like this. For the more discerning guest, I added a relaxing private space on the end. I love this wooden tub. Lowkey, I want one in real life. As you can see, I love adding lots of clutter and plants. I remember building these shelves, and I was so proud of myself for using the scale tool to extend the width of the shelves. At this point, I hadn't realized that if you click the little grid on the right side in build mode, you can place the items more accurately. My plants and items were always hanging off the shelf, so widening the shelving was a genius idea I had. This is how I learned in Bloxburg. Through trial and error. If I knew that I could make placing more accurate, I wouldn't have been forced to learn how to widen the shelves. It is all a learning curve. I love this random oil drum that is there for no reason. I also think this cheap plastic sun lounger fits well with the vibe here. Sometimes I make builds like this, but then remember I don't play with many people, nor do I go into public servers. I remember one time I had this plot out in a public server before I bought my own neighborhood and somebody came to visit and I gave them free food. I should go into public servers more often, to be honest. This little garden was so random, but I was working on leveling up. Well, that's about it for today. Thank you so much for joining me to look around my Greasy Spoon Cafe and campsite. As you can see, I am not a skilled builder, but I love to build and have fun creating spaces that make me smile. I hope this space made you smile too. I will be adding more videos of different builds I have made. I would love for you to subscribe and join me again soon. Take care and see you next time.
Goodbye, Bloxburgers.